Supersize vs Superskinny is the most brutal show which shows both sides of the weight spectrum, showcasing the dangers of morbid obesity as well as the shocking consequences of being so underweight that your bodily functions shut down. And in this video, we're looking at the most ruthless episode of them all, as the obese Laura gets sent to America to look at how 600-pound people live, and the energy drink addicted Jake learns the damage he's doing to his body. But first, the need to face off against each other.
Mother of one, Laura from Kettering is only 23 years old, yet already weighs more than her age, tipping the scales at 24 stone.
I'm not
And the
British, I
main
don't know what that means.
culprit for her
100
ballooning
kilograms.
weight, her addiction to all things sweet.
Laura weighs in at 336 pounds, which is triple Jake's weight at just 112 pounds.
Damn, dude, I can fucking bench that guy.
So it's not a surprise that Jake is visibly shocked when he gets face to face with Laura.
Hi.
Hi. I'm tiny compared to me.
I know, quite a shock actually, I must admit. You're quite a large woman.
The first thought that came into my head was, you're really skinny.
I was shocked when I got paired with Laura.
I do find it funny how open they are about critiquing each other's body right in front of each other, and it gets even worse later in the video. Before that though, we get to see what each of them eat on a daily basis, and they couldn't be more opposite to each other.
Favourite food would be chocolate. It has to be chocolate. It would be a big bar of chocolate, and I don't realise how much I'm eating until it's gone.
But it's not just chocolate that's causing Laura's
without
excessive
a
weight
fork?
gain.
Crisps, biscuits, cake, pasties, sweets. It's nice to just have a little pig out.
The most shocking thing about Laura is that she's just 23 years old. You could genuinely tell me she's double her age.
Dude, she's 2 years older than me, bro. God, I think it's possible, bro. You think I can catch up? I got time.
And I wouldn't actually question it. When we see her diet, it's easy to see how she's got to this point too.
Laura also has a novel and highly calorific tea time treat she likes to serve up for the family.
One of my
Treat?
favourite things to make is a London pizza. Cheese and tomato pizza, chips, and garlic mayonnaise.
Laura says that it's nice to have a little pig out.
So is that
but
not like a
this just
meal
seems like
that's
a
a treat?
consistent pig out to get to her size, and especially
Actually,
how
there's
young she
Canadian
is.
choice,
Now the worst part
You
about
tell?
Laura's situation is that she has a child who she takes out and eats masses of food in front of, potentially normalising eating this much food for her child.
Laura also has a novel and highly calorific tea time treat she
what's
likes to
that?
serve up for the family.
One of my favourite things to make is a London pizza. Cheese and tomato pizza, chips, and garlic mayonnaise.
Punks, Grims, you guys still here? Can you claim this as your London pizza? I would like to hear it from the Brits themselves that this is a London pizza. It's just shit with your chips as you call them, and fucking sauce. Is this your London pizza?
Horrific.
There isn't too much volume of food on the plate. This is probably someone's
Ew.
entire daily calories in one meal. And obviously this isn't going to fill her
The
up.
pizza's
She's
missing
pretty
from
hungry
the
there.
pizza.
And you might wonder, if the meals she makes are this high in calories, why isn't her husband fat too? Well, we're about to find that out.
Laura is a self-confessed comfort eater.
I feel like eating mainly when I'm bored or if I'm upset. It's like comfort food, really.
Laura's emotional eating began as a child.
I got bullied. I wasn't the slimmest person like everyone else. I blocked it out by eating.
To hide it from her family, she would binge in secret.
I'd probably eat my snacks either on the way home from school or in my room so they wouldn't know I was eating it.
And this secret snacking has continued into her adult life. As soon as husband Nick leaves for work, out comes the sweet tray.
I don't think Laura actually works either. So while her husband isn't there, she gets to have free reign to eat as much food as she
God, we did
wants
not need
whenever
the
she
fifth
wants.
shot.
Obviously, this isn't really a secret because you don't gain weight from thin air.
Yeah, no shit. Dorothy Explorer? Does she explore the world? Yes, to see cool stuff? Nah, to find more food. Divorce, take the kid. To what, fucking eat him?
And her husband did admit it's caused friction. Despite her food addiction though,
Oh, I remember. There's another show that I think is also British. It's Secret Eaters. They have someone who like hires a private investigator to watch you eat. He needs to take the kid. Okay, so not the mom taking the kid. Private investigators actually watch you and stalk you throughout your day-to-day and just see everything you eat. Because they'll say, oh, I don't know why I'm gaining weight. I think it's water weight. I think it's thyroid. You know, I think it might be diabetic, so I'm gaining weight quicker, whatever, so on and so forth. Just all these excuses. But then they're shown like footage from a private investigator of what they found, and they'll sit there and they'll be eating like 10, 20 bags of chips. Like some girl just ate an entire fucking jar of mayonnaise and didn't even know it. She asked what she had that day and she didn't even realize she just downed a jar of mayonnaise with a spoon. I speak Russian, but they can learn to speak English. Damn beast, bro. Take some initiative. Damn, dude. Shukablia.
She does want to change.
I just want to be able to run around with him and play with him. But I mean, I haven't got the energy to do that. It's just heartbreaking, really. I don't just need to do it for me, I need to do it for my relationship, and I want to be around for Alfie growing up.
Although Laura eats an insane amount of calories through sweets and chocolate, Jake's diet couldn't be further away from this, with his daily calories coming from a really awful source.
In Leeds, 18-year-old black belt kickboxer Jake weighs in at 8 stone 2. Training up to 5 times a week, Jake dreams of becoming a professional kickboxer, but instead of eating like a champion, he survives on a sugary liquid diet.
I don't really eat breakfast. I'll just have like an energy drink because it fills me up and removes the need to eat.
Now, the worst part about this is how Jake says having an energy drink removes the need to eat, but this could be further from the truth. Yes, caffeine is an appetite suppressant, but you can see by how underweight he is, he clearly needs to eat. And the fact that he trains kickboxing 5 days a week means that he'll be burning a lot more calories than a normal person. Now, you can't really tell how tall he is either, but it would be a safe assumption his BMI would be dangerously low. When Jake does eventually eat, it's not really something that would fill him up or give him many nutrients either.
My favourite snack is pickle tart. You've got jam and a layer of icing.
I did not need this angle.
Now, despite their weights being at opposite ends of the spectrum, there is a surprising amount in common between them. They've both revealed at the start of their episodes that they have been bullied for their weight throughout school, and they both survive off foods designed to be extremely convenient.
I mean, like, yeah, but like kids are assholes. They fucking suck. I feel like depending on the person, you're gonna get bullied for something regardless. And if you're in one side of the extremity, when it comes to weight, you're gonna get bullied for it. Kids fucking suck, dude. Like, it's unfortunate, but it's inevitable.
The difference is Jake has a lot less of it than Laura. Now, before Laura and Jake meet face to face to roast each other's diet, Dr. Christian, who's the main doctor who'll be helping throughout this episode, has a surprise tactic to help shock Laura into changing her diet.
Dr. Christian is sending 24-stone Laura for some transatlantic shock treatment. Laura's visiting the town of O'Fallon, Missouri, for a terrifying glimpse of her possible future if she doesn't stop her extreme eating.
My name is Betsy Hall Ingram. I'm 43 years old and I weigh 39 stone 3 pounds.
It's pretty insane that Dr. Christian had to fly out to America to meet with someone who's 550 pounds. Like, I'm sure there was someone in the UK who weighs as much. And the comment section also found it hilarious that the shock treatment was literally just sent them to America to meet someone who's fatter than she is. Nevertheless, she meets with Betsy, who lives life like people on my 600-pound life.
Bullying is just dumb. I mean, yeah, it is. It's really, people can't really mind their own business. People really just do it as a means of, like, you know, shit on other people, make themselves feel better. It's an easy, quick jab if it makes them feel good for a little bit, you know. Not that it makes it good by any means. It's never a good thing. It's just, I know why they do it, you know. I mean, I was bullied in elementary. You know what? I kind of see bullies, and in a way, I pity them, you know? I'm not gonna tell them, keep on going, go for it, go ahead. No, that's fucking stupid. But instead, I pity them because I know why they do it.
Her family and children to help look after her because she can barely walk. The worst part is that Betsy's 12-year-old son Matthew needs to look after her, and with Laura having
No, true. I was bullied a shit ton too until I sort of just like put my foot down and like oh god, my bullying got so bad in elementary. I got permission. I got permission from my elementary school to fight back. Like, usually they would be very against you punching someone even if they hit you because they're like, you gotta use your words. But someone said, yeah, if they're pissing you off, just clock them. Like, I got explicit permission to fucking punch kids. And I made use of it. I did. I remember there was one guy who was just like throwing rocks at me and my friends. So I just gave him a swift right hook to the back of the head. And he went down pretty damn quick. And I didn't get in trouble for it. It felt nice.
A young child too, it does seem like a look into the future for her. And when they do meet, they immediately bond over their love of junk food.
Are you a junk food eater? You like a lot of junk?
I like my crisps and my chocolate.
Gotta have that chocolate. Yeah, see, exactly. Oh my God. Chocolate.
And clearly, they both love their chocolate, with them both getting giddy with the thought of having it. And although Laura is laughing along, the shock therapy does seem to trigger something instantly.
It's a shock when you see someone who's a lot bigger than you. I've never really met anyone bigger than me. She's the largest I've ever seen.
And it's not just the size of Betsy which scares Laura, and she brings up that she also has a child of Betsy. And what I found interesting was that Betsy grills Laura, asking if Alfie would like to have a mother the size she is, when Betsy herself can't move and needs her son to look after her.
I've got a little boy who's 18 months.
Aww.
He's still a little baby.
What's your child's name?
Alfie.
My son, he helps me clean my house. He helps me get dressed sometimes. Is that what you want Alfie to do with you?
No, don't want him to.
This is like a scared straight episode.
How do you think Alfie would feel if you couldn't ever pick him up again because you weren't here?
Yeah, he'd hate me for it. It really hit home talking about family and knowing that she relies on her son.
Matthew, will you grab my pillow?
Yeah.
Every time.
Don't really want Alfie to get things for me. I want to be able to do it myself.
I understand that Betsy's sort of trying to give a warning to Laura not to get like her, but it does seem slightly hypocritical, especially because Betsy clearly hasn't made any effort to get out of her position and has a slight smirk on her face when she's telling Laura this. And just as a side note, it's pretty insane that there's a 20-year gap between these two, considering they look like the exact same age. And it wasn't just Betsy that grilled Laura too, with Betsy's friends even indirectly expressing concerns that because Laura is fat, her son will grow up to be the same, like I mentioned earlier.
I think it goes on down the line, because if mom's overeating or having bad food choices, that means the child's going to have them same bad choices as well.
Now, if Laura not being able to look after herself properly wasn't enough to change, the next scare tactic that Dr. Christian uses hopefully will, as he asks Betsy to showcase just how much medicine she needs to take a day, with Laura looking terrified.
Goodness me, look at that.
Well,
That's quite shocking, isn't it?
yeah.
This is a diabetic medication.
Yes.
We've got a blood pressure pill here.
Yes.
And then this is a antacid tablet.
I constantly have heartburn, indigestion.
Very strong painkiller.
I take it 3 times a day for the pain in my knees, my legs, and my back.
When you're carrying a lot of weight around, it's sort of grinding away on these joints. What about you, Laura? Do you have aches and pains?
I've got back pain and knee pain.
It's just the same then.
Yeah.
I have a vitamin D
Fucking
deficiency.
pharmacy's out of stock.
I'm severely anemic. I have a thinning wall in my heart.
Cholesterol pills to avoid heart disease, actually. And then you're on aspirin as well, so this is a blood thinner to help prevent clots. Again, if you're overweight, the risk of blood clots is quite high.
I think this just shows how much your body starts to fail when you're this heavy and how much constant care you need. And I don't know what the healthcare system is like in America, but I can't imagine it's cheap. Now,
Hell no, that probably costs a holy shit. Like, you can afford the food and all that medicine? God damn, you must be loaded.
though Laura isn't as big as Betsy yet, it doesn't take much to start feeling the effects of that weight. And keep in mind, she's literally 23 years old, so if she's feeling aches and pains now, it'll only get worse as she gets older and fatter. Now, despite this being a pretty dramatic way of showing how things could be for Laura, it does seem to have...
If you know what the problem is, try to fix the hypocrite. I know. No, that's not hypocritical at all. Because you are trying to fix it. You are fixing it. You're on the route of fixing it. It's these motherfuckers that aren't fixing it. Let me put this into perspective. We get you a chocolate bar. It lasts you a month. Or you get sick of it and you hand the rest to me. She gets a chocolate bar. She needs to turn around and buy another 4 because she just ate the 5 that she just bought. So there's a big difference here.
work is at the end of this segment, she cries on the porch with Dr. Christian, telling him that she doesn't want to get this big, but we'll soon see if she means this or not. And it's finally time to start the segment that you've probably been waiting for, which is the diet swap. Now basically what's happening here is that both of them are going to talk through what they eat in the day, and they're going to swap the meals round and try each other's diets for a day, which are obviously at the complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Laura has a belly-busting breakfast, which consists of scrambled eggs, 4 slices of buttery toast, 2 bowls of crisps, a chocolate bar, and a cupcake, all washed down with a pint of fizzy drink.
Now if Laura's meal had stopped at some scrambled egg and a slice of toast, it would have been the same as mine, and it would have been great. But it carried on with 2 packs of crisps, chocolate, sweets, and a fizzy drink. The amount of sugar in here is just ridiculous, and it's going to cause Laura's sugar levels to spike, which will make her even more hungry throughout the day and crave more food. Not a great start of the day, but Jake's isn't really any better.
So what am I drinking?
It's an energy drink.
What?
Hey man, gotta get the Monster in. It's literally just 1 fucking glass of Monster, and I love the insult to injury of how they give her a fork. It's just a fucking, like, Red Bull. They give her a fork.
Doesn't really taste that nice.
No?
No.
And surprisingly, Jake makes his feelings very clear about Laura's very large breakfast.
It was appalling to see how much she eats. I mean, chocolate. Like, why would you have chocolate for breakfast?
I will say it's actually hilarious to see Jake judge Laura's chocolate breakfast and act surprised and disgusted that she eats that, when he literally has a full sugar energy drink every morning. They're clearly as bad as each other, but just at different ends of the scale. Despite being opposites, they do actually find the common ground they share that we mentioned before, the fact that they were both bullied for their weight.
We do have similar backgrounds in regards to bullying, but obviously it's affected us in complete opposite ways.
You didn't think people get bullied for being skinny? Because everyone else wants to be skinny.
After breaking the ice over breakfast, they move on to lunch, which is no better on either end of the table. Laura has a mountain of chips with fried chicken alongside a large burger and a chicken wrap, which is just an insane amount of food, especially after that huge breakfast. She does have a healthy glass of water this time though, at least, which is the complete opposite to Jake, who has yet another energy drink and a small bowl of just plain pasta, which
A second energy drink? I can handle like one. Like, okay, one a day still isn't good for you, but it's better than having two, you know? One is the all-time limit that you should be at. If you're gonna have two in a day, treat yourself every now and then. Sure, but not every day, dude.
looks eerily similar to something you'd get in prison. Yet again, for both of these meals, they have both went for convenience over a healthy meal. A lot of people are probably guilty of this, myself included. This is why I launched the Fat Loss Kitchen Cookbook, which contains over 40 recipes designed to get you started on your cooking journey.
You can
and not
make some
leave you
pretty
scratching your head on
low-calorie,
what to
healthy
make
shit
for your
without
next meal. If you
having
want
to,
the
you know,
cookbook, that's fine.
break
You
the
can sign
bank
up
or
for
spend a shit ton of time on
weekly
it.
newsletter
Especially if you
to
food
receive
prep.
a
If you use
recipe
meal
for
prep,
free
it's so much
directly to
easier.
your inbox. The link is in the description, or just visit fatlosskitchen.com to get your
Fuck
copy and sign
that.
up to the newsletter. Unfortunately though, Laura didn't buy my cookbook, and this is how Jake reacts to her very unhealthy lunch.
I'm hungry now from breakfast.
I don't know where to start. It's just way too much.
So much stodge is a far cry from Jake's light lunches.
It's absolutely terrible. It tastes disgusting.
Now before they get into the last meal, it's important to look at how Jake's diet has been affecting him, because we've saw the effects that obesity is having on Laura, but not how much damage Jake is doing to his body, and it isn't good. Dr. Christian reveals that Jake is having less calories than a 1-year-old baby, eating around 700 calories a day, which is just mind-blowing for an 18-year-old black belt kickboxer.
Dude's probably in like negatives every single day. I don't know how he isn't dead, honestly. He should be. Like, if you need on average like 1,500 calories a day, even more so when you're active, how? If it was right now with my current mentality, I'd be like, okay, sure. Just report to a principal. Yeah. Like, it was so weird because I actually got in trouble for tattletaling in elementary. They're like, oh, but you shouldn't be telling on people. What? Yeah, no, I'd be like, oh, they did a bad thing. And they'd look at me, the teacher would look at me and go, they can talk about their own problems. But what if they don't want to? Or they feel uncomfortable? Or they're literally in a situation where they cannot tell other people? And they told me, like, no one likes a tattletale. Yeah, the people who are going to get told on don't like a tattletale. What is that? What is that logic?
That's terrible.
It is probably the lowest I have ever seen in someone of your age.
Living such an active lifestyle, Jake should be consuming at least 2,700 calories a day, nearly 3 times more than he currently is.
And it gets even worse when Jake sees where his calories are coming from, as he walks into a room containing the same amount of energy drinks that he has every month. Everyone knows energy drinks are bad for you, but Dr. Christian shows Jake just how bad they are.
This is something called a macroglossia. It's a
Oh, hey, you know who killed that person? Don't be a tattletale. Exactly, that's why I think it's so dumb. Like, if you apply that to any other situation, it just doesn't work.
big tongue, and it's red and it's inflamed and it's really sore. So this person's not getting enough iron in their diet, which you are not.
That can't happen, can it?
This is a kind of dermatitis. Vitamin C deficiency can cause this. You get all these infections, and that's because the immune system's not working properly, because this person is so deficient in protein, which you are.
It's horrific to think that could be me one day.
All of this is avoidable. Cut down on those energy drinks, and you increase the food intake instead, and all of this sort of stuff will become a lot less likely to happen.
I do like how Dr. Christian really shows the effects of what could happen to both of them. It's easy to say that you need to gain weight to be healthy or lose weight to be healthy, but actually showing the both of them the real issues that they could face does put it into a new perspective. Now going back to the diet swap, we see Jake's reaction to Laura's pizza monstrosity from earlier, and although it's harsh, it might be similar to your reaction when you first saw it.
Oh my goodness me.
And
Oh,
as
there is a
usual,
pizza under it.
Laura's topping up the calories with her own speciality, her triple-decker London pizza. A cheese and tomato pizza smothered in chips and garlic mayonnaise plus 2 fizzy drinks.
There's nothing British about that. I'm not Brit, and I can tell you that for a fact. What the fuck? Okay, I like mayo. I do. I like mayo. But what the hell, man? A little bit lighter. Actually, just take all the fries off and just give me the pizza. Like, you don't need all that extra shit.
One of my favourite meals.
I think the pizza's like enough as it is. And then to have the chips as well.
Exactly.
The cheese and the mayo is like...
And he just has another energy drink. Again, with the knife and fork.
And that is day 1 complete. It doesn't take into account Laura's snacking, but the meals alone total up to
If you put mayo on a pizza... Look, I'll admit, this video has me curious.
at least 4,000 to 5,000 calories, and it doesn't get much better on day 2, as she has what can only be described as an absolutely sickening breakfast.
For Jake, it's a feast of fat and sugar with a whole cream-covered chocolate gâteau, a large bowl of crisps, and a plate of sweets and biscuits.
This is a dessert, not like a breakfast.
This is your breakfast?
Sort of stuff.
I don't know, I think it's because it's quick and easy. I don't have to stand and prepare anything and just chuck it on a tray and go and sit and watch telly while eating it.
Now, although Laura's breakfast is especially bad, it shows the hypocrisy from Jake, as he calls Laura's breakfast a dessert, when he literally has a cake and an energy drink for breakfast.
Cakes,
literally the same as Laura,
chips
just in a smaller portion.
This is not a fucking breakfast.
Seems to have woken the pair up as to just how bad their respective
and 3
diets
drinks.
actually are.
I'm gonna
Despite
puke. The fuck is that?
Jake being pretty brutal about Laura's, his is no better, and in some aspects worse than Laura's. But obviously, Laura also needs to get a handle on just how much she eats and snacks, because if she keeps going, she will become a
Are you also going to puke,
Dr. Christian hands them both a diet plan to fix their awful eating habits, and gives them some time to try out their diets and hopefully change their life around. Jake is given the goal of eating 2,700 calories a day, which is a big jump, but very doable. This is less of a jump than Laura though, who needs to eat 2,200 calories, while also cutting down on chocolate and snacks to stabilize her blood sugar levels. Honestly, I wasn't sure any of them would make much, if any, progress. Jake just seemed like he was way too against food and had too much of a reliance on energy drinks. And the same with Laura, it just felt like she was way too addicted to food and the easy lifestyle she had. However, I'm very glad to say I was proven wrong.
Tell me what sort of changes you've made.
I've cut out the energy drinks
Holy
altogether.
shit, you got a new hairstyle,
They're
dude.
completely gone.
Really? So my little lesson in energy drinks had an effect?
Yeah, that was a wake-up call for me. I feel really good. I'm not tired all the time. I've got more energy to do things with the day. I'm spending my day more productively now.
But what about food then?
My portion sizes have tripled.
Really?
Yeah, it's got more of an appetite as well. I just want to eat more all the time.
Tell me how it's all been.
Yeah, it's been really good. I've made so many changes.
Eating differently?
Yeah, eating a lot differently. Smaller portions of healthier things, really. Less chocolate, not the huge chocolate bars. I'm having probably.
I don't know what is that here. I will admit it's pretty
little
fucking
chocolate bar.
ugly.
Good.
I
No,
don't
you're
think
not
I-
missing it, but you're not gorging on it as much. What about the secret eating?
That stopped.
Completely?
Yeah. I'm just sticking to 3 meals a day now. I'm starting to
She
do
looks
a lot
bigger.
more exercise, like walking.
It's the clothes.
and
It's the clothes.
Dancing.
It's the hair.
I'm not sitting at home bored and eating now. I go take my son out to the park. I'm really proud of myself for sticking to something and getting the weight off.
And it wasn't all talk either, as it was revealed that Laura lost around 14 pounds in total and Jake had gained 10 pounds too. And they both had a very well deserved dance with each other at the end, proving no matter how stuck in your ways you are, if you put your mind to it, you can make a change. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more.
God, I don't know how either of them live on that diet. Especially the, God, I couldn't imagine having, like, the 3 energy drinks a day. I've had some, like, 2 energy drink days, and, like, I felt like death, you know? And that, like, really kept me away from doing that sort of shit. Just from how much, like, Like, you ever have that feeling where you feel like that spike in your chest and you're expecting to fall flat dead? That's how I felt.